Good morning, folks. Let me share a very interesting story with you. It goes like this. Every morning at 7:30, old Martin would open his tiny watch shop in the heart of the city. At 78, his hands were still the steadiest around. People said he fixed watches the way a healer tends to wounds, with infinite patience. One rainy afternoon, Daniel, a 32 years old executive with a face etched in stress, walked in. He dropped his luxury watch on the counter and said, "I need this fixed urgently. It's lost 2 minutes in a week and I have important meetings. Can you have it ready by tomorrow?" Martin looked at Daniel first and then the watch. Watches are like people. When you rush them too much, something inside starts to go wrong. Daniel glanced impatiently at his phone. "I just need it to work perfectly." "I'll take 3 days," Martin replied. "Impossible. I'll pay double if you have it ready by tomorrow." Martin shook his head and put the watch in a drawer. "Come back in 3 days. In the meantime, take this." He handed Daniel an old bronze pocket watch. Daniel took it reluctantly. He had no choice. Over the next few days, Daniel noticed something odd. That old watch kept time differently. Some hours seemed to last forever. Others passed in a flash. During boring meetings, the hand barely moved. But when he had lunch with his little daughter, time just flew. On the third day, Daniel returned, intrigued and a bit unsettled. "This watch is broken. Time moves irregularly." Martin smiled. "It's not broken. It's tuned to your soul, not to satellites. It measures time by how you live and not just by numbers." He handed back Daniel's repaired watch and said, "This one will lose time again if you keep losing your life." Daniel stared at both the watches, a little confused. People check time 100 times a day, yet never seem to have any. Martin went on. "Perfect watches on empty wrists." "So what do you suggest?" Daniel asked, genuinely interested now. "Understand that there are two kinds of times. The time that passes and the time you live. My father told me a watch can count seconds, but only your heart can count moments." "How much do I owe you for this?" Martin smiled again. "For the watch, 50 euros. And for the lessons about time, you pay by living differently." Weeks later, Daniel came back and left the pocket watch on the counter. "Is something wrong with that? Did it break?" Martin asked. "No," Daniel smiled. "I want to buy it. I quit my job in the city and I am opening my own business here, with hours that left me pick up my daughter from school." Martin smiled back and said, "The most valuable watches are not sold. They are passed down. Keep it. One day you will realize that the most important punctuality is being present when life needs you." That winter, Martin passed away. But in his will, he left the shop to Daniel with a note. "To the one who learned that fixing watches matters less than fixing lives." Now, if you visit that little shop, you see a sign on the door. "We don't sell time. We remind you of it. And we remind you how to live it." Sometimes we need our watches to stop so our hearts can start beating again. ये सोच कर कि तेरा इंतजार लाजिम है, तमाम उम्र घड़ी की तरफ नहीं देखा।